Good morning, everybody. October 30th, Saturday, day before Halloween. That's always I always enjoyed Halloween. Not so much anymore. The neighborhood I live in, there's hardly any kids at all. A few blocks over, there's a lot of kids, but on my street, and it finally got to the point where just we used to decorate like crazy and have all kinds of stuff. And then all of a sudden, as the kids that were in the neighborhood got older, suddenly there was none, and you'd just be sitting there all evening and maybe have like one kid show up. And so I've sort of given up on it. Just it saddens me a bit, but I always loved more than anything is like when some young family would come to the door and ring the bell. You'd open the door and they would have like a newborn, practically a little tiny baby dressed like a bumblebee or something like that, and you just want to give them everything, even though the kid can't eat anything, doesn't have any teeth yet, or maybe just give them a cup of honey or something. But so if you're going to be celebrating Halloween, have fun with it. It can be a real hoot, but be super careful out there with little kids out walking on the streets and stuff. So if you're driving around, be extra careful with it. We had a great rehearsal yesterday with Carole King here in Cleveland for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction tonight. It'll be fun to see it intact. We were rehearsing, and Taylor Swift was there. She's one of the people inducting Carole, and Jennifer Hudson was there, and she's singing Natural Woman, and God, has that girl got pipes. It's just incredible. And Carole is just so excited. It's really neat. It's really neat after such an incredibly illustrious and long career to see somebody that's still completely tweaked about things and excited. So that was good. I've got a few things I'm going to take care of today, and then we're from the hotel. I've got a couple of Zoom things to take care of, and then I'm going to be heading over this afternoon, and we'll do the show, and then we get our 5 a.m. departure from the hotel tomorrow morning for our 7 a.m. flight, and that's living the dream, the rock and roll dream. It's like, wow. But excuse me, the air in these rooms gets so dry, and you can't open a window, which really drives me crazy. I really like to sleep with a window open if possible. Today I'm going something completely different than I've done. One of the artists I really enjoyed being around and working with was the great Nicolette Larson. Now, at one point, at the end for Nicolette, she was married to Russ Kunkel, and they had a beautiful daughter who's really talented girl named Elsie Mae. And the last thing I did with Nicolette was, I think it was an IBM commercial, and with the actor Dennis Leary, and comedian. And I forget the premise of the thing, but at one point in it, they wanted to have like some old beatnik band playing it. So I had my upright bass and probably a beret, and she had a thing, and she was dancing around. And we did the commercial, and it turned out great. And then she passed away right after that, and I think they pulled the plug on the commercial. I don't know, because it never aired, as far as I know. But when it was really unexpected when she passed, it was really sudden and shocking. I know I was on the phone with Russ talking about what was going on and all the stuff that they were dealing with and stuff when she got sick. But after she passed, they decided to put on a tribute concert to Nicolette. And we did that at the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium, and this was in 1998, and we did this, I think, in February of '98. We did 2 nights at the Santa Monica Civic, and we had a cast of people showed up to be a part of this. We had Valerie Carter, Little Feat, Jackson Brown, Linda Ronstadt, Bonnie Raitt, Emmylou Harris, Carole King, Dan Fogelberg, David Crosby, Stephen Stills, Graham Nash, Jimmy Buffett, Michael Ruff, Joe Walsh, Rosemary Butler, and the Section, and then more musicians beyond those artists, from Steve Ferris, John Gilliton. Everybody wanted to be involved in this, and we ended up recording it, and it ended up being produced by Nathaniel Kunkel, who's Russ's oldest son, with his wife Leah Kunkel at the time. So it was produced by Nathaniel and Russ and Graham Nash, and I found it on YouTube, but it's just like its entirety. So I'm just going to play a couple of tracks from this album, and just to give you a feel. So this is us all playing on this. I'm going to go through. Let me find this on here, and let you know who's doing what. The first song I'm going to play you, hold on, is "Lotta Love," and the lineup on this one is Carole King does the first verse, Bonnie Raitt sings the second verse, Valerie Carter sings the third verse, and Rosemary Butler sings the bridge. Steve Ferris and Waddy Wachtel are on acoustic guitar, Craig Durgee on piano, John Gilliton on Hammond organ, John Cleary on synth and flute, myself on bass, Russ on drums, Lenny Castro on percussion, and Emmylou Harris, Linda Ronstadt, David Crosby, Stephen Stills, Graham Nash, Jimmy Buffett, Michael Ruff, Mary Kay Place, and Sherry Condor are the backing vocalists on this. So let's go ahead and listen to this. So this is the first song of that, which is "Lotta Love," which was one of Nicolette's biggest hits. And for anybody who really is not familiar with Nicolette Larson, it would be far better just to Google her up and really take a moment and look at her musical accomplishments and what she was all about, because she was really fabulous artist and person. So here we go. This is all live at the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium. This brings back memories, I tell you.
lot of love to change the way things are. It's gonna take a lot of love, or we won't get too far. So if you look in my direction, I hope you're coming soon. My heart needs protection, so do.
I'll stop this. The energy from the crowd was really amazing because it was such a shocking thing when she did pass away. And one of the things of this concert that was great was the money raised doing this was donated to the to a Nicolette Larson pediatric unit at UCLA. So something very wonderful came out of a real tragedy that took place, having all this money going to the pediatric foundation at UCLA. It's really cool. Let me scroll along here and find, what do we got? I marked down a couple of numbers of different things. Oh, here we go. This one of the artists was Joe Walsh on this. And Joe showed up at the thing with a huge cast on his right hand. He had done something. And he goes, "Man, I don't think I can play, man. I don't know if I can play." And we went, "Can you put those fingers together and hold a pick?" He went, yeah, I guess I can. And so he said, "Then get your ass out there and play." And this is what came of it. I love Joe, man. There is nobody like Joe Walsh. And I've played this with him on a number of occasions, and it's still one of the greatest and still one of the most unique voices ever in music. Here we are. Oh yeah.
Bases are loaded and cases it bad. Playing it play by play. Come on. Time to change the battle. Here we go. Dying 'cause the story's sad. 50 miles away. Better than the way we
And how I love Joe. How I love Joe. I'm going to get off of there for a second and tell you who was on that. So that was Joe, vocals and slide guitar, Waddy and Steve Ferris from Mr. Mister on electric guitar, Craig Durgee on piano, John Gilliton on B3, myself on bass, Russ Kunkel on drums, and Lenny Castro on percussion. Now the next song I'm going to do here for you is Running on Empty was in the show. So we got Jackson on lead vocals and electric guitar, Waddy and Steve Ferris on electric, Craig Durgee on piano, John Gilliton on B3, myself, Russ Kunkel, Lenny Castro on percussion, and Rosemary Butler and Graham Nash on background vocals. And let me scroll up and find this little rascal, 37. Almost there. 37:30. I'll start here. This will be the end of the previous song. That was Jackson did a solo piano piece, and then we broke into Running on Empty. The crowd was so pumped in the show.
65, I was 17. Running up on the run. I don't know where I'm running now. I'm just running on. Running on empty. Running blind. Running into the sun, but I'm running behind. Gotta do what you can just to keep your love alive. Trying not to confuse it with what you do to survive. At 69 I was 21 and I called the love my own. I don't know when that road turned out to go down. Running on empty. Running wild. Running into the sun, but I'm running behind.
I think that's Waddy playing the steel.
Everyone I know, everywhere I go, people need some reason to believe. I don't know about anyone but me. If it takes all night, then that'll be alright. If I can get you to smile before I leave. Looking out at the road, wishing nothing but wheel. I don't know how to tell you I'm just a crazy, just not a feel. Look around for the friends that I used to turn to pull me through. Looking into their eyes, I see them running through. Running on empty. Running wild. Running into the sun, but I'm running behind. Honey, you really tempt me. You know the way you look so fine. Wanna know who you are, but I'm running behind. I don't even know what I'm hoping to find. Running into the sun, but I'm running behind.
Waddy. Yeah. Now, going one or two more things from this. It's really was such an incredible thing to do this. Oh, here we go. You'll love this one. I just featured her the other day. Here's Blue Bayou. Linda Ronstadt, of course, lead vocals on this. Waddy on electric guitar, Steve Ferris on acoustic guitar, John Gilliton on electric piano, myself, Russ Kunkel, Lenny Castro, Rosemary Butler, and Valerie Carter on backgrounds. You know, and it breaks my heart every time I see Valerie's name popping up on here because she's no longer with us, and she was such an exquisite singer too. It gets tough, boy, as time goes on. Okay, let's see. I just talked to Linda after doing her thing, and she's in good spirits. I'm talking to her on the phone. It was really great. She's something special. So here we are. This was Blue Bayou.
So bad I got a worried
Love that part.
mind. I'm so lonesome all the time. Since I left my baby behind on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happy times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine. Blue Bayou, where I was fishing with their sails afloat. If I could only see that familiar sunrise, the sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. I'm gonna be with some of my friends, gonna see my baby again. Maybe I'll feel better again on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happy times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine. Blue Bayou, where there's fishing boats with their sails afloat. If I could only see that familiar sunrise, the sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Amorcito mío, a mi lado estás, luna de plata, agua de cristal, y podré olvidar el cruel dolor que me hace llorar. Y contento estaré, mi amor mío, en la
And she came into the thing saying she wasn't feeling good. She was hoping she'd, be okay. Jesus. Linda okay is something special. I'm going to close off with this one last thing here. Actually, the closing song we did for the show was You've Got a Friend, which I'm getting ready to go play with Carol again. And this was with Carol and Bonnie Raitt and Linda and everybody. And the cast of background singers for You've Got a Friend was Rosemary Butler, Valerie Carter, Emmylou Harris, David Crosby, Stephen Stills, Graham Nash, Jimmy Buffett, Michael Ruff, Mary Kay Place, and Sherry Condor. I mean, this whole thing was just an amazing thing. But I think I'm going to close off with a fun tune. And it's so much fun playing with him. I've recorded with him and had a few chances to play. And I'm going to end up with Margaritaville with Jimmy Buffett here. And it was Jimmy on lead vocals and electric guitar, Waddy on electric guitar, Steve Ferris on acoustic, Craig Durgee on piano, John Gilliton on electric piano, myself, Russ Kunkel on drums, Lenny Castor on percussion, and the background vocals are Rosemary Butler, Valerie Carter, Graham Nash, and David Crosby. So here we go. Let me find where that rascal starts here. 46, 57. Having to scroll through this whole marking numbers here. Okay, this should be it. That was the end of Southern Cross, Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Go to Margaritaville.
I mean, these people got such an amazing, there's so much music on this.
Nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bake the sun. All those parrots covered with oil, strumming my six string on my front porch swing. Smell those shrimp here, they're beginning to boil. Bubble, 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 yeah. Wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, and I know this has got to be somebody's fault. I don't know the reason, stayed here all season with nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. Just on my daughter's, but it's a real beauty. Oh, those California cuties. Over the years, well, I have met many few. Muchas gracias, señorita. Wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's all you women's fault. Yeah. I blew out my flip-flop, stepped on a pop-top, broke my leg twice, I had to limp on back home. But there's booze in the blender, soon it will render that that frozen concoction that helps me hang on, hang on, hang on. Wasting away again in Margaritaville. Yes I am, yes I am. I'm searching for my shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. Yeah. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame. There always is, but I know it's my own damn fault.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Thank you very much.
He just comes for a party. I mean, that's really what the guy's all about. Let's just have some fun. Okay, I'm off. And then the last song on it was this big production with everybody of You've Got a Friend. And I figure I'm playing that, played it yesterday, I'm playing it again tonight. So I thought I'd end with Buffett. If you want to check, there's a lot of good music on this album, and it's called A Tribute to Nicolette Larson. And it was just one of those special opportunities for everybody to get together. It's actually called A Tribute to Nicolette Larson, Lotta Love Concert. And go check it out, yeah, if you enjoy this, because there's a little of everything on this. And like I said, went to a great cause, and so it did make something good out of an incredible tragedy in all of our lives. Just heartbreaking, losing her so young. She was so good. But so I'm going to get going. I've got a couple of Zooms to do, and I'm going to take a shower and head over to the arena for the event. And it'll be great. It'll be really fun to see what a cast of characters show up there, and see all the different people who are being inducted. Because I really don't even know. I know the Foo Fighters are being inducted, I think, by Paul McCartney. And I'm not sure who else is. I think the Go-Go's might be being inducted. I don't know. I'll find out tonight, and I'll let you know. We'll give a rundown tomorrow, hopefully, on that. And again, I mean, as I go in there, they sent out kits. Everybody had to be tested to be able to come into this thing. We have wristbands we have to wear, and laminates that are issued if you've cleared your COVID tests. I mean, this is real. This stuff is, if you want to be able to do things in this impending world that we're dealing with, you're going to have to deal with this, or you're going to be locked out of a whole lot of stuff. And it's easier to get a shot than to go start buying counterfeit shot cards and stuff off of eBay, and it's crazy. But my heart really goes out to the medical workers, especially, who are still dealing with this daily and getting surges, and now especially the heartbreak of dealing with little kids that have it. It's just so unfair that if they get denied it. So that's that. I'm going to get going here, get this going, and I will try to put something up tomorrow. I'm not sure when I'll get to it because, like I said, we've got a 7 a.m. flight out of here. But I'll try to at least maybe give a little update on what happened tonight. So take good care. This is probably the longest one I've ever put up on here, but there was a lot of content on this one that I really wanted to share. So I loved you, Nikki. Man, it breaks my heart that you're no longer with us, but your music will always be with us, and your friendships will always be there. So take good care. Bye-bye.